Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Kotsup. I'm Dennis, and today what I'm going to do is show you how to set up a Google Cloud server with a LEMP stack in WordPress for free. Yeah, that's right. It's free with restrictions, but as long as you stay under the restrictions that Google provides, it will be free at all times. So stay with me, and we're going to get that taken care of. Hey everyone, as you can see, we're on the Google Cloud platform. And if you go down, you can see there's so many to choose from that they have restriction on. But what we're going to is the compute engine. And if you look over, you can see what it requires in order to be able to keep it free. So the E2 micro, one of the three uh, regions, and also they allow you up to 30 gigabytes of standard persistent disk. Go to cloud.google.com, go down to Go to Console, the blue button, and click it. All right, everyone, go up to the three lines, click it, go down to Compute Engine, and go up to reach the VM instance, click it. It'll bring you into this page here. All right, everyone, go up to Create Instance, let it spin up, and you come up to a page where now we create our instance. You see it's showing 2546. We're going to get that down to 7 and change, but it's still going to be free as long as you stay within the restriction. Name it anything you want, and then go down to region, pick what region. I'm leaving it at default. Zone, I'm going to leave it as default, but you can pick what you want. Machine configuration, we're going to leave it general purpose. And you can see the different generations of processors. We're going to leave it at E2. And for it to be free, we got to go to E2 micro and click it. Now we're going to go down to boot disk. Now this is where we're going to change our operating system. We're going to put it on UBUNTU 2 or whatever you want. And I'm going to pick version 20.04. We're going to pick this standard persistent disk, and the Google allow us 30 gigs, so we're going to go to 30 gigs and hit select. The last thing is firewall. We're going to enable HTTP and HTTPS traffic, and then click create. And now your instance will be spinning up. Let's look at what we got. We got our instance, we got an E2 micro, and of course our assigned IP address. Go to your domain register. In my case, it's going to be Google Domains. I'm going to go down to domain or DNS. I'm also going to go into custom records. And when I get into custom records, of course, I want to add a couple of records. The first one is going to be an A record. Now, a lot of places require you put the @ symbol to get the root. Of course, it doesn't here in Google. You got the A type, and you put in the IP address. The second one, you can either do a C name if you want, or in my case, I'm going to create a record for another A name, and I'm going to type www. Again, it doesn't matter if you want to put a C or A in there, but I put the A and put in your or IP address, and that's all you have to do. Let's go over to SSH. And when you click it, you see there's several options to pick from, but the one we're going to pick from is open in browser window. We just installed Ubuntu 20.04, and what we're going to do now is basically update and upgrade our Ubuntu before we continue. So type in sudo apt update and upgrade and click enter. Then that will start the upgrade process. Now we're going to install our LEMP stack. Let's start off by typing sudo apt install nginx mariadb server php fpm and php mysql. When you get that, click enter, and it's going to ask, do you want to install? Continue to hit Y for yes. let's secure our MySQL database. So what we need to do is type in sudo MySQL underscore secure underscore installation, click enter, and it'll take us into where we set up a passcode. Click Y, enter your passcode, re-enter your passcode, and it'll take us to the section where we need to enter Y to eliminate all the default settings that's already in MySQL. Let's enter into MySQL. Type sudo MySQL -u root -p, click enter, enter passcode, and that'll get you in. Okay, y'all, let's go ahead and create our database. What we need to do is go ahead and type in create database example underscore DB default character set UTF-8 collate UTF-8 underscore Unicode underscore CI. And that will create our database. As you can tell, it created one of the rows for us. Now let's create a user. Create user. I'm going to use example underscore username at localhost. And we're going to identify by example underscore password. And then click enter. And that will effectively create another database for us row. The last thing we're going to do is grant privileges. So we need to type in grant all privileges on example underscore DB period, the star symbol to example underscore username at localhost, and then click enter. All right, now we need to flush the privileges. So basically, that will allow this to give the user all privileges. Crap, what I do? Hold on a second. All right, now see, flush privileges. All right, now click. All right, now see, set up another row. Now click exit. Okay. Okay, let's change directories and go /var dot or /www. When you list that, of course, you see it's got a HTML file inside. Let's set up a WordPress now. So we're just going to type in sudo wget https wordpress.org/latest tar.gz, and that will kind of like a zip file that will drop down. As you see what I put ls, it shows it in there in red. Now let's unzip it. In order to unzip WordPress, we need to type in sudo tar hyphen zxvf latest tar.gz, and this will unzip it, as you can tell. And now you can see WordPress is in there. Now we need to get rid of that zip file. So we're going to type in sudo rm latest.tar.gz. And this will get rid of it. As you could tell, HTML and WordPress are the only two that's left. So let's start to do ownership. Sudo chown www-data www hyphen data hyphen r for recursive and WordPress, and click enter. That'll set ownership to us for the WordPress. And then we're going to type CD /etc Nginx sites available and click enter. And we're going to list, and you can see it's got a default file already set up in it. And now what we need to do is type sudo vim. You use any editor you want. I'm using Vim, Online Technology. And of course, when I say Online Technology, you just put one that you want, and at the end, .conf. Okay, what we're going to do now, when I click enter, it's going to take us to our choice editor. And I'm going to go ahead, copy and paste to put into what we're going to do. And this, as you can see, upstream Dakota-PHP is what I named it. You can name anything you want. Servers to Unix, var run, PHP 7.4. We're going to be listening in port 80. Of course, server name is onlinetechnology.com and online technology www. We're going to be in the root directory of WordPress. And index PHP is going to be our primary one. And the location is going to try. And also, it's going to use the fast CGI and pass it to that. And then type in :WQ and hit it. Okay, everybody, now what we're going to do, we're going to link it. So how we link it, we type in sudo ln -s etc nginx sites available, and then we're going to type /online technology.com, which is be yours on .conf, which puts you substitute yours for mine, etc nginx /sites enabled / and that will link this to sites available to sites enabled. Now we need to type in sudo system ctl restart nginx and click enter. Okay, now let's do sudo nginx -t. That's make sure everything's okay. Syntax okay. Test successful. Now do sudo system ctl restart nginx, and that's it. Okay, y'all, the last thing we need to do is just go ahead and enter your domain address up there with the HTTP and click enter, and it will show that we got WordPress successfully installed. And we done it, and thank you for watching.